G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is PBW's, that is Project Bygone Weapons, the service rifle reloaded. It's a remastering of the original PBW service rifle mod, which contains significant improvements to the animations and also to the customization options of these particular weapons. It also adds a little bit more content, so it's pretty much a must-have improvement over the original thing. So obviously the animations and these things back in the original version were a little bit off. I believe they used the handmade rifle animations, which is an AK style reload on an AR-15 weapon, which was cursed because, you know, the AKs, you got to rock the mag back in, and obviously you can't do it like that on your AR-15. So these things have been retooled with the RU-556 animation, a dedicated AR-15 platform, so you don't have to sacrifice on the proportions of the rifle to get the animations to work fluidly anymore, which is a huge improvement. Secondly, the customization on these things means you can actually modify and expand upon or make the marksman carbine a weapon to your choosing. It used to be a unique version, but now there's proper actual customization options to it, which is really awesome. There's also a scavenge carbine, that is your low tier, low level variant of your marksman carbine, no, of your service rifle. So that's like your pipe gun stand-in, complete with a 10mm magazine stuffed into there. That's cool. There's also a gamma carbine, a radiation flavored one, which has a little bit of a green tint on the receiver there as well, which is nice attention to detail. I think that's kind of cute. It won't be effective against anything except for human enemies, and it's got a slow projectile, but I suppose we'll talk about that a little bit later. We've got 5 of these standalone weapons to modify. Worth mentioning, these are available on the level list. I found the Gamma Carbine, Scavenged Carbine, and the Assault Carbine in Cleo's shop, and if I'm sure I would have found the Marksman Carbine and the Service Rifle as is in a different shop. If I went to Arturo's, I'm pretty sure I'll find them. Now this thing is, these mods are improved with the munitions thing. So if you want extra damage out of this thing, it will require you to get the munitions mod, but that'll be better for your damage output and your survivability, especially against a bunch of high-level enemies. And these things do use vanilla game sounds and also Nuka World DLC sounds, so I'm going to throw a suppressor in all of these because I want to, but because you've already heard this sounds before, so there's nothing really new to explore there. We'll go for Advanced Receiver here, giving us 114 damage on our Assault Carbine. Not a bad start. We'll extend the barrel out as long as possible. 251 range, very, very nice indeed. And you can throw on some furniture. Standard, stripped, there's weighted as well. Gunner, which gives it an AK look, which would have suited if I was using the handmade rifle animations, but no, that RPD handguard I think is a little bit cursed on this thing, but it's there if you want it. There's also repurposed furniture, which looks like it's taken the furniture from the R91 assault rifles, the foul looking ones from Fallout 3, and have applied it onto this weapon. There's also LMG as well. I gotta say, I want to keep this as close to the service rifle, the assault carbine, sorry, from New Vegas, so I'm gonna leave it with its sort of M4 looking furniture. It's standard, but it looks genuine. We're going to throw a drum magazine on this one to get the ammo capacity up. It works for better sustained fire. And any sights you put on this thing are going to be, well, attached to the top. The handguard's not going away. So the carry handle's not going away. So if you want this thing to look tacky but have a scope, then yeah, you can do that. But I guess we're going to leave this as standard. Maybe this is not the most ambitious modifications I've ever done, but there's more. There's some muzzle attachments, including compensators, bayonets, suppressors, and a ballistic shield, which gives you +5 damage resistance. Yeah, I wouldn't think that that thing would protect you all that much. Also would tunnel vision your sights significantly. Tunnel vision your vision terribly. It just blocks the whole thing. It's like having an institute rifle in your face at all times. So when aiming down sights, that might be a little bit of a detriment to your aim. You could offset that by throwing a scope on, and that'll rise above it, of course, if you're using one that is a see-through, like a reflex sight mounted up to there, but worth mentioning. Anyways, we'll throw a suppressor on there. 143 damage, pretty nice. And keep in mind, this thing is going to be firing pretty fast according to this fire rate, and your standard damage for a suppressed powerful auto assault rifle in this game is 128, so it's a cut above that already. Next up, we've got the Gamma Carbine. We'll throw that Advanced Receiver as well, and the barrel here can't do anything with. We can change this furniture. We can make this thing as cursed as we want. The sporting furniture looks like the AR-10 setup that we've got in Fallout 76, so I suppose I'll throw that one on. And you can have the battery for a quick battery. I'm guessing that's going to make the reload faster, but you can extend that ammo capacity a little bit. It's a radium rifle magazine, if you're wondering, so that gives me better ammo capacity firing the gamma rounds out of this thing. Yep, makes sense. And suppose we want to throw on some sights. You could throw a scope on this, that's an option, but the projectiles move so slow that the scope is going to be kind of obsoleted by any other hit scan weapon at longer ranges. So maybe you want to go for something like a reflex sight to make the AP cost slightly better. So if you want to use this thing in VATS and not have to worry about these slow projectiles and leading targets, that'll be a pretty strong choice. Obviously, you've got this gamma gun dish on the muzzle, so we can't do anything there. Modification for legendaries is there, thanks to the legendary modification. And you can improve this thing's damage output by using the munitions electron charge packs. That's a blast from the past from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. There was an ammo type, but it was not here in Fallout 4. Next, we've got the Marksman Carbine. This one we are going to attach a scope on, and this thing being a 308 firing battle rifle, we're getting impressive damage out of this thing before making it even better with a longer barrel. There we go. That's nice. Next up, we've got the stocks. Let's go for a sniper setup. This is going to be my sniper status Marksman Carbine. Going a little bit against the vanilla look of this thing, but we're doing this for the glory of sniping at long range. Of course, a drum magazine will go on. They're pretty much the same animations. Attachments that you'd get out of your Marksman Carbine or your service rifle or your... Look, there's so many rifles I've got to keep track of at the moment, but I'm looking for the assault carbine. Yes, they all sort of blend together. They're all very similar looking things. So you could throw on some sights. There's even more risers if you feel like it. I suppose... Does it really need to be there? I suppose it does. There's no way of removing that front thing. Let's go for a medium scope. This will be our medium range or supposedly sniper status battle rifle, but long scope, I think, a little bit too much out of this thing. And of course, we'll throw a suppressor on. 328 damage, but wait, there's more. Legendary effect we'll not be using, but you can throw in big old British 3006 rounds to get almost 400 damage out of this thing, which is going to make it pretty strong. Considering we've got a decent rate of fire on this thing with the semi-auto receiver and a big drum magazine, I feel like this is going to be a very powerful piece of equipment when we get to use it. Now, for the service rifle, we'll obviously throw that one at advanced as well. This one's going to be firing a lighter caliber, but such is life. We'll just have to deal with this thing. We're going to make this one a more balanced approach. Actually, I don't really know what to do with this thing. We'll go shielded furniture this one. Superior recoil. Why not? Let's make this use a drum magazine like the rest. And for our sights, we'll go for a tiny little reflex sight. That's barely getting in your way at all. You can barely see it. And of course, a suppressor on this thing to make it nice and sneaky. So this will be, what, a closer range battle rifle? Like, I don't know what I'm doing with this thing, to be honest. And increase that damage even further by up-chambering it in the Russian 7.62. That's the same one as your Nuka World DLC rounds, which, again, you've got that as a requirement for this mod anyway. So, may as well use them. No muzzle attachment, no underbarrel attachment for grips or anything. It's as pretty basic as it gets. And for this thing... it's like a pipe gun in AR-15 form, so we'll do this. We'll throw on that one to range furniture, extended magazine, put a 10mm magazine that's a little bit longer in. We'll throw on a reflex sight because why not? This thing already looks screwed already. No muzzle attachment here, and you can up-chamber it into 45 caliber auto rounds, which is just your standard 45 ammunition in the game. There's also down chambering it into 32 caliber, which, why would you? It's just a waste of ammo. Maybe you've got a couple hundred of those in your inventory, you need to get rid of them. They're better off just being used for bartering chips at a legendary store. You could buy legendaries with them, exchange it, maybe use them for bartering chips to buy Overseer's Guardian, something like that. And there's also a legendary effect slot. Legendary modification is doing that, so we won't touch that, although it'd be funny if I put incendiary on it now, wouldn't it? Not funny enough for me to actually do it. I don't know how much I'm going to use the scavenge carbine, but it's there. We may as well use it. I'm going to make sure I pick up all of these rounds before we actually get into combat, but before we shoot stuff, we'll show you how to get the unique versions. The first unique we'll be finding today is located right here at the top of the Kingsport Lighthouse. Like, it's actually in the lighthouse. Normally there's a ghoul in here, but on this save file, that ghoul is long dead. You'll find this dude in here, Palmetto Ballistics and Weaponry Courier. I guess he didn't do his job well enough. Anyways, here's the guaranteed delivery. It's firing the 12.7mm rounds. Yes, it's a big caliber. It's also got a ballistic shield and no suppressor. So there we go. There's my unsuppressed guns. He also has some rounds for me. There's also I believe this is a Half-Life 2 reference, Half-Life reference, but I don't think that's related. That's a different one entirely. I've got no idea where that's from. Our next unique brings us all the way to Nuke World. Welcome to the Nuke-Arcade. Population blue walls. Now, what you want to do is find the particular weapon. There's a zap gun there. That thing's just following me around now. That must be a leveled this thing. Anyways, look, there's the Abelin Kid BBGI fantasy rifle. It shoots BBs and does like no damage, but that's unique. You can use it, but why would you? The next will be a two-pronged assault. We need a key first. It is located right here in Concord, just outside the playground. Map reference just here. It's an unmarked location. So you walk into this house. This is actually where Iris lives. This is Iris follower mod. She lives here, but she's got a key underneath that dresser. It just happens to spawn here. So you just reach under that, get the South Boston military checkpoint safe key, and you might be able to guess where we go next. Now, you want to come with me? I got a gamma carbine. No, you're just gonna sit on the couch. Alright, make yourself comfortable then. Our next stop is the South Boston military checkpoint. Now, I've turned detection off so I wouldn't have to fight a bunch of dudes in order to get this, but there's a clue to where this safe key is. Yeah. You open this up. It's an old world marksman carbine. It's all American. Yay. We'll definitely grab that one. Excellent. The next unique we'll find is located here in the Nucleus Command Center. So if you've already blown up the Children of Atom, you've got no way of unlocking this thing or obtaining this thing unless you use console commands like I have. You'll find the Spear of Anchorage right here. Oh, it's Furious. Cool. And it's also got this cool white paint. Very nice. Hey, I wonder what happens when I step back onto the nucleus, even though it's supposed to be like radioactive slag by now. Oh, it's a little bit destroyed in here. Hey, look, it's the missile. Yeah, that's the nuclear missile that's supposed to hit the roof and detonate, I guess. I guess it just got stuck in the roof and I'm standing in the exhaust. Ow, it broke my leg. Well, there you go. There's the silo. Well, I guess everything's fine. I'll just sit in here now. Oh, it's radioactive. That's not good for you. The last one will be comparatively easy to get. We're outside of the National Guard training yard at the moment. Map reference is here. Sort of out in the middle of nowhere. County crossings right there. And it's just one of these small concrete buildings out the back next to this crashed vertibird on its landing pad. Must have not done the landing properly. Look out for the mine there. There's a mine outside, but you'll find this. Bingo. It's machine gun. It's, oh my god, it's covered in vanilla game assault rifle parts with a hunting rifle bipod to boot. My goodness, that is cursed. So using the 308 rounds as well. That's something. Alrighty, welcome back to the Immersive Gunners Plaza. I've got so many rifles on me. Just take a look at that. It's chockers here, but here is the assault carbine in first person. And it's got a little bit of recoil about it, but it's got so many rounds and the reload is kind of quick. Now, the cool thing about utilizing the RU556 rounds is it uses that specific reload animation. And this prone mod that you see right here, this is designed to be used with those animations. So there's a compatibility there that you might not be expecting. So if you've got the mods and tools to do it, you download the prone mod and you'll use it seamlessly with this thing. Apart from when you stall. There we go. Okay, we can get out of first now. And here's our sniper status marksman carbine, complete with no scope sway whatsoever. Convenient. And with a half decent rate of fire. The only thing that'll stop us from hitting everything easily is the recoil. But we've got plenty of rounds, plenty of volume of fire to get through. And here's the service rifle. Now, this thing I think I can use in VATS. It's got a long barrel, but it's got the reflex side and a suppressor, so we should be doing pretty well. I got 521 damage on something. I don't think that was me. Next, we've got this one. This is our carbine. It's a pipe gun. It's using the pipe gun sounds. Got the .45 caliber rounds in it, which would be kicking a lot more than that, you'd think. But maybe this has got a recoil control system that is well beyond what the Chris Vector can give us present day. This one here is, well, it's a gamma carbine, and the projectiles, they're pretty slow. So yeah, close range only, I suppose, with this thing. Next, this is our one that fires the 12.7 rounds. Big one. Big rounds, big hitting. And it's got the blast shield, which doesn't actually cut off your vision as much as I thought it would with that massive carry handle in the way. So maybe not as bad as I initially thought. This is the BB gun. You expect me to actually shoot things with that? No, I'm not going to. Next, it's the All-American. It has the same medium type scope, but no crazy rate of fire things. You only get this, you can't modify this thing. It is true to its New Vegas form, and it only does 94 damage on the weapon card, but it looks cool at least. It's true to its original model, which I think is cool. This one is machine gun. Oh my goodness, it is cursed. And of course, here's our Furious version. Ooh, that's... Actually, it's very similar to the assault carbine that I had before. I feel like the recoil might be less, although that might just be not be true at all. Anyways, what we'll do is we'll get maybe 5 kills with each, and then we'll get started again. What are they aggroed for? Who's aggroing you? Never mind, doesn't matter. 1, 2, and give me the third. I don't know what was aggroing them. Is there another? There must be another thinger over there or something. But anyways, now we're fighting for reals. As I expected, the sniper status version of this thing is going to be extremely powerful. If I get it sneaking properly, it is going to be absolutely crushing everything. And if you're gonna play like that mouse, bad mouse, I'm gonna use that. And I believe that is kill number 3. Moving on to number 3 here. This is our service rifle, complete with VATS usage. Turrets don't count. Have a good look at this thing's VATS cost. Not great. Probably not super optimized for it, but if we want to get easy headshots on a semi-auto rifle where we wouldn't get much DPS over an extended period because of its slow rate of fire, then this is going to be pretty consistent. Hopefully. Next, number 4, gamma carbine. No, wait, no, this is pipe gun status, assault carbine. This might be a little bit difficult to get the job done, seeing as we're doing very little damage. Maybe we could go for headshots, get that working a little bit better. Just don't notice the clipping on the reload animation. This extended magazine, we shove our palms right through it on the reload, but yeah, obviously the RU556 animation's not designed for a magazine of this length, so that's fine. Number 5, gamma carbine. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is like the, well, I wouldn't say it's the perfect weapon for this one, but it is highly specialized in its ability to. Do I one-shot them? I got like 2100 damage on that guy for some reason. Oh yeah. Although its projectiles are slow and it's a cumbersome weapon to use and not very effective at range, of course we've always got VATS, and you don't need to chase headshots with this thing at all. Extremely specialized for this thing, but very well suited, especially if you want to use VATS all the time. Anyways, this one's firing the 12.7. I can't see. There we go. Maybe I should stop standing out of the middle of with no cover at all. Yeah. I don't think that extra 5 damage resistance is doing me much. Unless it's like 5% damage reduction, which would be kind of cute. Stacks a little bit with the Sentinels armor bits if you got them all. I think I'm being flanked here. I am as well. You're copping it, mate. There we go. I'm kind of sad that there's no like survivors. What's the survivalists from the Honest Hearts DLC? Maybe this is supposed to be that, but more refined. But I would have thought there would have been a survivalist callback, at least something like that. Fine, hide behind a car. You think you're untouchable down there? That's the BB gun. Skip. All American, baby. Let's do it. Oh, sniper knockdowns. You love to see it. On a weapon that fires this fast, it'll be a pretty common occurrence. Although the damage per bullet might not be the strongest that I'm getting out of these things. In fact, it's pretty low. The rate of fire gives it a little bit of a bonus here that I think is necessary. Wow, I just cancelled out of the VATS by aiming down sights. Righto, All American. Cop that. Next. Machine gun. You can't really see exactly how cursed it is from the safety of first person, so maybe we'll roll around in third for a little bit. That guy was just vibrating on the ground, probably at the sight of seeing this thing, going into a full panic. Alright. Not too many gunners left now. Surely this should be over nice and soon. Man, I would love to have a little bit more bullets in this thing. A couple extra rounds here and there. Oh, I'm blind. I think that was a laser. No, it was the, there's not a laser sight or anything in my face. That would be the, weird lighting effects from having that Institute grenade go off in the background. Okay, now we go over to our assault carbine again. This is the Anchorage version. Wow, that was strong. That would be from all of the relevant Nerd Rage perks. Can I see this guy? Where is he? Not quite. Here's what I'll do. I'll go supine. There we go. And we can pretend like we're a dog with worms and do this. I'm sure the fire's out now. My god, stop doing that. That's really annoying. Wow, that guy's like a... He must have been holding Molotovs in both arms there to get those off that quickly. That's really weird how they've done that. Alright, I'm sure we'll find that other one in a second. Actually, he might even be clipped through the building. You just don't quite know with Bethesda NPCs sometimes. No, it's the Creation Club lady. Well, we'll give her absolutely no reason to, or no opportunity to end me. And I believe that means we've only got one room left, the classic door breach maneuver. Now, this would be the most logical choice for it because I can fire this thing from Monday to Sunday with its gigantic drum magazine. So we'll do that. And I didn't mean a dolphin dive into the door there, but great. That's aggroed all of them because I clipped right through it. They saw my face. Oh, yeah. All right, the job's done with our many assault carbines and service rifles and marksman rifles, carbines, what have you, just whatever, the New Vegas guns, you know what I'm talking about. We've done it, and we got a heal in there. We still got knocked down to Nerd Rage twice, so perhaps it was fortuitous that we managed to get a little bit of action from Idiot Savant there, just to give ourselves a little bit of XP before moving on. But yep, you can use all of these. That's the stim pack quick select button. Oh, that one doesn't show up. No, wait, there it is. That works. I don't know why it didn't before, but very good apparel items. It all works with the classic holstered weapons. You love to see it. Okay, so the game plan was to snipe this guy with like a sniper knockdown barrel, but I did this like combat slide, and when I got back up, the scope was gone. So I'm guessing I've broken my sniper status thing, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna not try and do this. Oh yeah, that's some damage right there. That's so good. We almost crushed him there. If we had a sniper knockdown scope, I think that would have been over before he even detected me. And let me just go over here and figure out, yes, the Furious version. Yeah, that'll work. Let me just stack that damage up nice and slowly. Nah, didn't stand a chance, did you, Swan? Very good. Alright, well, I'm going to see if fast traveling puts the scope back on it because I'm committed to this sniper job. But for my next trick, no, this gun's still broken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill a ghoul with gamma radiation. Impossible, you say? Perhaps for a lesser strategist? Oh yeah, this is happening. Yeah, you can't kill ghouls with gamma guns. What a lie that is. You see, what's happening here is I think I'm hitting him with far more energy damage than what he's getting back out of his regeneration from rads. I believe this guy is still classed as a ghoul. He has to be, right? This is a perfect time for bullet time. No, it's not. It's a terrible time. Terrible all around. No, like I said, this is totally possible, and I will make this possible. Now, probably... No, we're just going to back that our RNG is going to be good enough. We're just going to spam criticals for the first 4 shots and hope that concentrated fire will carry us for the rest of it. And try to lead that target a little bit, and then maybe utilize the dodge command. That kind of worked, I guess. Now I've got to get up here, execute that reload, and then... I don't know, you can hip fire this thing up. If I'm aiming, I'm moving slow. I don't want to backpedal as fast as possible. But you weren't expecting that, or that, or this, or this, or that. Yeah. Totally rolled into that. Totally Dark Souls damage reduction rolled everything there. Alright, let's get this reload happening. This time I'm going to roll towards him. Oh yeah, straight under his legs. That's perfect. Do it again. Did I knock him down? I don't think I did that. He may have tripped over himself. Alright, I think it's time to finish this. That was like the super move there. A little bit of poison, but work through it nice and quickly. We've got like, I don't know... Maybe we've got like cybernetic augmentations to stop that from happening. Hey look, there's a bunch of dudes around. Alright, I'm here to help you, June Warwick, and this time we're going to proper use this thing in gun fu. So let me just find all these gunners. Center mass will do, no heroics with headshots. And before you guys pop your stealth boys and whatnot, let's do this. Oh yeah. Come on. Oh, we forgot to reload, did we? We're always going to do that twice. You put an empty magazine in it, started spamming that trigger, and realized that it was all for nothing. One of these guys had a kneecapper, and I think June Warwick just picked it up. And yes, he did vanish. Okay. Whatever. How many bullets I got left? Says the woman wielding a plasma caster, which doesn't shoot bullets at all. You know, sometimes you maybe deserve to die. So who died here? No, Roger Warwick. The husband's dead. Sorry. Oh, there we go. There's the kneecapper thing. It's always a RX. Anyways, one more monster and then we'll call it a video. Alright, so for my next trick, I'm going to kill this beast in the water with a BB gun. I don't think I hit him once throughout all of that. Why can't I shoot him? Why can't I hit him? There it is. 7 damage. Only 100 more to go. Ah, the mysterious stranger who showed up. Good timing. I think he just got instantly killed by it, but yeah, whatever. That's fine. You're expendable. Now, the job here is to continue to shoot him with our BB things until such time as the damage that we get out of it is good enough to actually drop him. Now, we've made a pretty good mark in his thing already, and if you're wondering, I have definitely put the Furious Legendary effect on this thing. The absolute worst thing that could happen right now is for something else to get in this thing's way and start shooting at that instead, so I reset all of the stacks. But he's mutated, and looks like we're ready to throw some crits into the mix as well. But we have to be careful here about how much this guy is hitting us, because if we get into nerd rage, then we're in a bit of trouble. But we can throw on these BBs super fast now in real time. Oh, there we go. We activated the trap card in Nerd Rage, and cop that, Lobster Man. Rock Lobster was slain by a BB gun. So I think that would be the end of our rivalry at this point. Anyways, so that there was the reloaded service rifle pack. We finally got some use out of the BB gun. It was kind of a meme, but whatever. Worth the download. If you want to, like, there's plenty of tactical AR-15 mods out there. If you want something a little bit closer to the New Vegas, like, closer to the source material of the New Vegas weapons, but with a little bit of Fallout 4 customization, just to give it a little bit of, you know, specialization that you can do with it, a little bit of versatility, then there's probably no mods better than this one. And it's lightweight too. For what this mod is on your hard drive, there's a lot of weaponry here, and a lot of it's a lot of staying power as well. It's not like it's going to be a mid-game weapon to stay in the mid-game. There's also variants that you'll use in early game, like that dodgy pipe gun looking version. So there's longevity in playstyles and levels as well, so there's really not a lot I can say about this thing that would be to its detriment. So highly recommend the download. Link will be in the description. Thank you very much for watching, guys. You basically guarantee that any PBW weapon is going to be good, even if they don't get the damage numbers right. You can most of them, like, they work every single time. No game-breaking bugs or anything, but a little bit of complaining and having a bitch and moan about the damage usually gets it fixed pretty simple. So yeah, worth downloading, and just recommend any PBW mod. Mod guns are always high quality, and this one is no exception. So check it out. Thanks for watching.